Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. Meeks celebrating President's Day with you for lesson 20. I have some activities designed that are going to help you count by tens, and we're going to learn some things about presidents in ABC order. So today we have a nice set with us to help remind us that today is President's Day, and though you're home, I'm still hard at work. So let's get out. You're going to need a pencil, some paper, and some scissors and a glue stick to do the activities today, so you might want to get those out. Okay, so for today, the first activity that we are going to do is we have been counting by tens here at school and all year. What we're going to do for the first line of activities is I have some number cards where I have counted by tens, but I've kind of mixed them up. So for this first one, I have 20, but it's in the middle. I need for you to put counting by tens, what comes before 20 and what comes after 20 on number one. So start by putting 20 in the middle, put what comes before it and what comes after it, because we have to be able to count by tens also with before and after. So that was your first one. And then for your second one, you're going to start with 70, and then counting up, you're going to tell me what the next two numbers are if you were counting by tens. Put those right here. And then the next one that we're going to do, there's the White House here. We've got 50 here at the end. You're going to have to count back two. Tell me what next two numbers counting by tens would come before 50. This is just helping us isolate the numbers and really being able to count by tens by any different number. So that's the first part of it. Now the second part of this is I'm actually going to give you two papers today, and this is the paper you're going to attach them to. I've mixed up all of the numbers counting by tens for you. You are going to put them in order starting with 10, and I want you to put them in order all of the way to 100. And because this is practice, I feel like you can do this activity on your own, so I'm not going to do it with you on the video. I'm going to have you do that independently. So that is the second half of your homework. The next activity that we have been working on is we've been talking about ABC order, putting things in order by their first letter. We do it every day with the helpers. Today you're going to do it with some presidential names. So what I did is I took the names of the presidents from the past, and I have our president now, Trump, our last president, Obama, and then a few of the early birds. We've got Lincoln and Washington. And remember, because we've talked about proper nouns, anytime I have a proper noun or name of something, I uppercase that first letter. And then I also underline these today because those are the letters that we're really going to look at in talking about ABC order. On your homework sheet today, you're going to have the alphabet so that you could refer back to it, and it can help you with what would come first in ABC order so that you can do this independently after I go through this. So for the first one, I'm going to look at these W, L, O, and T, and if I would go through my alphabet, I would see that the first letter that I'm going to come to is Lincoln. So I'm going to write Lincoln. And he would come first in ABC order. So I'm going to take him out. And then the next letter that I see going through the alphabet would be O for Obama. So I'm going to write him second. So I've got Lincoln, and then I've got Obama, L-M-N-O. So I only have two letters that I have to look at now. I have to look at W and T, and when I go through my alphabet after O, I see that T comes next. So I would write Trump. So Trump is next. I'm going to put him over here. And then last I can see that I would do Washington. So I'm going to write Washington next. And this is how you would put these words in ABC order. As you look at that first letter and which comes first. So it would be Lincoln, Obama, Trump, Washington. Now, practicing that skill on your own, you have a paper about Lincoln. And his name is uppercase because that's his name, his last name. And then Illinois is his state. Those are both proper nouns, so those are uppercase. The rest of these words about Lincoln are lowercase. He loved to read books. He was a president. He wore this special stovepipe hat we're going to learn about. He was very poor and grew up in a log cabin in the state of Illinois. Using this alphabet that's on your homework paper, I want you to look at each of these first letters, L, B, P, H, C, I. And I want you to see which one would come first. Which one would be first, you're going to write here and keep going. Once you've found which one would come first, I would put an X on it so that then you can go back and see which ones you have next until you've written them all. Once you've completed your ABC order, that will be all of your work that you have for this week. The rest of the stuff we're going to learn in class, and we're going to learn a lot of stuff about President's Day, so get ready. See you next time.